Hi, my name is Star, and this is episode 5 of the Full Spectrum Art Party. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to talk to you today about some knitting. I don't have any crochet to show you, but I'm really hot to cast on some crochet, but I don't have any plans to do so, so maybe I should look into that. I've got some finished objects to show you, and some works in progress, some things that I bought, and some things that I'm planning, and I don't know, some ramblings, I'm sure. And let's just get started. I'm gonna jump right in and start with this pair. I think in episode 4, I had one done, I think. It's been 2 weeks since I last recorded one of these. It's been busy. I don't know why I haven't recorded sooner, but here I am. Ta-da! Oh, yeah. Did I have 2 done last time? If I did, then this is just bonus. These are awesome. Holding them upside down. Not professional podcasting, just into it. Awkward. This arm doesn't go all the way up. I'm in recovery of a frozen shoulder thing. It's been a year, so almost done. I talked a lot about this last time, so I won't spend too much time talking about it. The pattern is called Beach Party Socks by Jody Brown. All the information about all the things I talk about, I will link in the description box below. If you click on that little V arrow thing, it'll pop up. And the main color is this. Beautiful. I have so much left over. It's a DK weight yarn. This is a DK weight pattern, so it goes super fast. Plus they're shorties, top down. This is considered the main color. It's Madeline Tosh. Long Rider DK in the color Rust Belt. And the contrasting color is, it's a little messy right now because I've already used it for no, this is the first project. Knit Picks Felici in the colorway Punch Bug. Cute. It's got the pattern. I followed the pattern as written because I was a test knitter, which is super fun. And so, as written, you knit a tube until you get about here, and then you kind of figure out the afterthought heel, which means, and the directions are super clear. So if you've never done this before, this is a great time to learn. There are photographs that take you through every step of the process of how to cut in. I love how this is the story of my life. To make a long story short, I'm not going to talk much about the pattern. Proceeds to tell you in depth every step of the pattern. I'm not going to talk much about it 40 minutes later. The heel, anyway, you cut into your knitting. And so this is a great way to learn how to do that if you've never done it, because it seems scary. It's actually super fun and safe and easy to do once you do it. And then you knit the heel, and then you continue on. And it's just done with striping. There's a little texture on the top of the sock, which is fun to do, easy to memorize. You could do it while you watch something. It's funny, I don't know if you have this experience. I often, if I'm watching something or listening to something, it gets like baked into the knitting. I often will remember what I'm listening to or watching when I think of the project. Like, I was listening to an audiobook when I knit this, and I totally remember it was a mystery. I remember the mystery. Don't remember the name of it. I shouldn't have brought it up. What was it called? I'll get back to you. Anyway, blah, 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 standard kind of toe. Anyway, super fun, super cute. We'll make more. It's got a roll cut. And you can, but now that like I know, I can do it longer. I can change the cuff. I can put any heel I want in there. It's awesome. Now it's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna go to my Goodreads and tell you what the book was. This is why I have this here. Do you all use Goodreads? I use it to keep track of what I read, and I also, so I don't accidentally read the same books over and over. Oh, you can just load as slowly as you want. It's fine, I'm not recording a podcast or anything. Want to read? Nope. Read. Here we go. Oh, it was this, it's called The Girl from Widow Hills by Megan Miranda. I kind of alternate books, styles. Sometimes I read like beach reads. This is a beach read. It's a mystery, I guess you would say, thriller. Everyone knows the story of the girl from Widow Hills. Arden Maynor was just a child when she was swept away while sleepwalking during a terrifying rainstorm and went missing for days. Strangers and friends, neighbors and rescue workers set up search parties and held vigils, praying for her safe return. Against all odds, she was found, alive, clinging to a storm drain. The girl from Widow Hills was a living miracle. Arden's mother wrote a book. Fame followed, fans and fan letters, creeps and stalkers. And every year, the anniversary, it all became too much. As soon as she was old enough, Arden changed her name and disappeared from the public eye. Now a young woman living hundreds of miles away, Arden goes by Olivia. She's managed to stay off the radar for the last few years, but with the 20th anniversary of her rescue approaching, the media will inevitably renew its interest in Arden. Where is she now? Soon, Olivia feels like she's being watched and begins sleepwalking again, like she did long ago, even waking outside her home. Until late one night, she jolts awake in her yard. At her feet is the corpse of a man she knows from her previous life as Arden Maynor. And now, the girl from Widow Hills is about to become the center of the story once again in this propulsive page-turner from suspense master Megan Miranda. I should probably edit that out. I did a very bad job and I kind of got caught up in it, but that is the story baked into these socks. So yeah, it was I don't know, enjoyable. It was a thriller and I enjoyed it while it was happening. It was a beach book, you know, page turner. It's not like it's not Hemingway. You know, I don't know if Hemingway's Hemingway anymore because it's 2021, y'all. Moving on. I actually have one finished object. I'm not even gonna show you. I talked about it last episode. It was a tank top that I'm test knitting for someone who was, I thought, going to talk about it so that I could show it, and she still hasn't. So I'm gonna wait till the next episode. I think by then she'll talk about it. I finished it. It's cute. It's cropped. I don't know how I'm gonna style it. I think I'll talk about it more next time. But I have another finished object, and it is again by Jody Brown, who apparently is a designing machine right now. It's another test knit, and it's called the Love Song Hat. Ta-da! Cute, right? You know what else is funny about this hat? It looks super cute inside out. So this is inside out. Depending on the colors you choose, it looks super different every time. I saw some of the testers and it looks very different every time. So I knit according to pattern because I was testing it, although I accidentally knit this part like 1 or 2 extra rounds. It's not noticeable. I got caught up in whatever I was watching at the time. I was watching some Twitch streams, you know, people playing video games. I am honest, at least. of people playing Animal Crossing, I think, at the time. Anyway, I think it's a really cute hat. I knit like, what was, I think, the medium size. It comes in different sizes. There's a larger one for sure, and a smaller one, like what would be more appropriate for like a kid, I think. It's cute though. This let me pull out my yarns. It's written for DK weight, or Jody used 2 strands of fingering held together for her whole hat. And so what I did was, for the main color, I used La Bien-Aimée DK weight in Jasper. And I have all of my yarns here. I even have the tag. Professional streamer. I'm actually a podcaster, but that's cool. I'm thinking I'd love to stream, maybe on Twitch in the arts category. No one would watch it, but it would be fun to try it. And the 2 contrasting colors I did, I know what I was listening to while I was knitting this hat. Ooh, it was so good. It was my first Terry Pratchett book, and it's called Nation, or The Nation. It's one of his later books that he wrote, and it's very heavy. I feel like he was thinking, it's like an agnostic kind of questioning the gods. One of the main characters is kind of questioning, is there a God? Are there gods? And some people are yes and some people are no. And meanwhile, there's humor, and it's a little bit historical fiction, and which I love historical fiction, and I don't know how to talk about it. I feel like I'm doing a terrible job. Look it up. It starts out, it took me a minute to get into it. In the beginning, I wasn't that into it, and then I stuck with it, and whoa, I really liked it. The contrasting colors. This is Undergrowth, which is some leftovers from my Comfort Fade cardie that I knit by Andrea Mowry. You can see, this is contrast color 1. Something very fun about just sort of tapping it. Boop, boop, pom-pom. I don't think this hat needs a pom-pom, although pom-poms are great. Now, contrast color 2, for fun, I did hold 2 strands of fingering together for a DK. And now I'm enjoying this. I'm trying to get a good, not being weird. I'm trying to get a good screenshot. Too late. Don't be weird. Too late. This, still can't find the label for. I do know it's junk yarn, and I know this is like singles. I love it. It's something, I know Barbie is in the name. Unfortunately, that might not help because I think she has a lot of Barbie colorways. Anywho, that was CC2. This hat, did I say the name of it? It's called the Love Song hat. It's not out yet, and it will be soon. How cute is the top? That is good. And again, I just inside out. I might knit another one and do it inside out. The reason why I'm not necessarily doing this inside out is there are 2 reasons. The carrying of the yarn, and there's a weird blip which I pushed to the back. Such is life. So I had 3 finished objects in the last 2 weeks, plus I'm knitting. Not bad. I have, why is there not more? Well, A, none your business, no. A, it's been kind of busy with ups and downs of life, and B, I've been doing a lot of perler bead projects with my son, or more accurately, he's been assigning me perler bead things he'd like to see, and I've been making them. He's really into video games, and he's doing some coding. He's 7, and he's learning how to code, and he likes, I don't know how to even talk about the games he likes, but every minute it changes. So like this moment in time, by the time I podcast next, it'll be a different game. He likes a game called Castle Crashers, and so I've been making Castle Crasher perler beads. It was fun to pull out some of the old perler bead artworks because there were all these Mario ones. I like doing some of the classic ones. I feel like they're more timeless. I have some Pac-Man ones, and then just some cute, like kawaii style fruits and desserts. There's an array. There's emojis. I don't know. I kind of want to do some Animal Crossing ones for myself, but there's always something. I did a big bird just for fun. I've been doing that. Okay, but let's move on to what I'm working on. There are some knit-alongs happening that I decided to join. How are you doing? Should we take a break? Let's all take a sip of water, or whatever your drink of choice is. A big dork here in Animal Crossing the other day. I got a new villager, and when they first move in, they often will ask you things like, what is your favorite sport? Or what is your favorite kind of book? Or what is your favorite drink? So this one asked me, I was doing a villager hunt, and there's like 400 villagers, and I just got bored after a while. And I just decided, I was just vibing. I didn't have anyone in mind. I thought, the first one I see who I like, I'm just gonna take. And I generally like cuties and weirdos. And I saw one, I was like, she's kind of cute. So I took her. Her name is Blanche, which I liked because she reminds me of, it reminded me of the Golden Girls. And I don't know if you're supposed to say Blanche and be French, but I'm not fancy, so I said Blanche. Anyway, she asked me, is it true your favorite beverage is water? Which I guess I had told some villager a long time ago, and I just felt like such a loser. But at this point in my life, it kind of is. I drink 99% of my drinks are water at this point, which is healthy. But I gave up soda. I used to really like a good soda once in a while. I drink some matcha sometimes, or tea. I drink tea sometimes, but even that has to be like herbal. No fun. When you start to get sick, you lose a lot of joys. And I can't drink coffee. I love it. It doesn't love me back, unrequited. Alcohol doesn't love me back, unrequited. Gave that up. What's left? What else is there to drink? It's okay. There are bigger problems in life. Okay, anyway, so works in progress. I joined, as of June 1st, there is a knit along for people who like to knit socks called Summer Sock Camp. I think this is the 2nd year it's happening. The Crazy Sock Lady started this event and is hosting it, and I'll link that below. You don't have to sign up. It's very simple to participate. There's a Ravelry group for it, but you can also just post. There's like a hashtag for it on Instagram. Anyway, it's super fun. It runs all summer. I'll link it below. And so I am in. And this is my first pair of socks that I have started. Oh yes, she did. When you go in, you go all in. Dang, what? Okay, so this is a pattern actually by the Crazy Sock Lady, Kay. I thought, why not support her efforts? And it's so funny because I know she just gets so many questions. People just keep asking her the same question over and over, like, how do you do summer sock camp? And I know it must be so driving her nuts. So I just thought, I'm gonna support her. And she even has a discount code, I think. If you watch her videos, it'll be in there. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. But it's in there in her videos. And I didn't even use it. I was like, you can just, it was like 15% off, I think. I was like, this is like $1. Because her patterns aren't even expensive. In fact, she even has some that are really cheap, depending on the pattern. This is one of them. I don't even remember what it's called. So it's okay that I'm not 100% prepared because I have this. That's the story that I tell myself, that I tell myself, that I tell myself. This is called Heel Toe Do-Si Do. It looks good no matter which way you look at it, on the side or on the front. I like how all the action's on the front, and then when you're knitting across the back, it's just plain. And it's meant to go with a striping yarn, so it really just kind of gives it that special something. I used a contrast color for the cuff and heel because I only have a 50-gram hank of this, which is kind of fun. I guess it saved me money, or maybe that's all that was available. I'm not sure what the deal is. I bought it a long time ago. This yarn is hard to get. It is by Fab Funky Fibers. They used to have an Etsy store. They no longer do. I will link this below. Updates don't happen very often. They're in the UK. Hard to get yarn, I'm sorry. I tried for a very long time to get yarn from these folks. This is the best I could do. This yarn doesn't look exactly like it did on the website. Am I mad? No, I'm not. It's still beautiful and I love it. This colorway is called Mary Jane's Adventures to Another Planet. Look at this label. I don't know these folks, but I like them. I like what they're on about. I only have a 50-gram skein, but I believe it will be fine. I can get a pair of socks out of 50 grams. Especially, I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Oh, it's like that fake tiny sneeze, the worst. Very unsatisfying. Especially because I'm gonna use contrast here, here, and toe. And I could tell already. I'll weigh it maybe, probably won't, but I can just tell based on how many stripes are left in here. It's gonna be fine. Am I happy? I'm digging it. So this is what's going on. One of the fun things about, I'm doing magic loop with Chow Goo interchangeable sock needles. I love the, this cord. I love the sharp tip. I love that these are not nickel plated because of my allergies. I don't love the fact that every other row I have to tighten it up. The interchangeables, you screw them on and they just are constantly coming undone. I don't know what to do about that. There must be some trick to that. Pattern is easy to do. It's memorizable. It's fun. I'm happy with everything. This contrasting color, I don't remember what it is. It was something I bought a million years ago. I didn't seem to save it. This is what it looks like when it's done in stockinette. It was cranked on a tube. I had sent some skeins of yarn to somebody to crank on a tube before I had a sock knitting machine. And it's cute. This is what it's like on a 64 stitch tube. It's cool, right? It's doing something interesting. I'm so sorry I don't know what it is. When you look at it up close, it's almost like a gray micro stripe. But then far away, it's kind of different, yeah? See what I mean? So I'm unraveling it a little bit and making the doot, doot, doot. You get the idea. Wow. Anyway, so I'm in the magic loop. If you want to really go full into the summer sock camp, they have what's called cabins, like camp. And it's really just based on the needle you use. 9-inch circular, magic loop, DPNs. And something else. What else do people do? 2 circs? No, there's like an everything else cabin, like a wild card cabin. And that's for people who are gonna do crochet socks or combined or 2 circs or, I don't know. I kind of wanna challenge myself to do, I've been fantasizing about doing a combined sock that mixes crochet and knitting. I have some patterns that are unusual that can knit socks in unusual techniques. I don't know. This is in the magic loop camp for sure. So we'll just go with that for now. Okay, I have one other project on the needles, but I'm not even gonna show it because I show it every week and I've knit nothing on it, which is that sock head slouch hat. I don't know, it's in a little bit of a timeout. I don't know why, because it's awesome, but there we go. You can look at episode 4 to see it, or 3 or 2. Oh, by the way, you might notice there is no 1. I took 1 away because it's terrible. Episode 1 sucks. Let's be honest. So there, moving right along. Dream knitting. I am going to be casting on soon a new project. There's another knit along I want to participate in, and it's kind of a double dipping project. On one hand, there is a group called the Vertices Unite knit along through the Fiber Hustle podcast, and there is a Let's Hear It for the Boys knit along through Needles at the Ready. And if you knit Vertices Unite, boom, double dipping, you're in both. And I've been wanting to knit this thing for like a year, so let's go. This book is, I've had this book for a little while. It is so good. Stephen West, the genius. We are so lucky to have him. And I was worried for a long time that we were gonna lose him to like, he was gonna be like a Christian Siriano or something. He would just kind of go, leave knitting and just start being a designer and have fashion shows and go to Paris. I mean, he's in Amsterdam, so he could stay in Amsterdam maybe, but just do runway and maybe have a pattern and, you know, once in a while in a magazine, but just do runway. But I have, in the last year, attended a couple of his online classes, which is nice. He's doing more online classes because of the pandemic. The online classes is the nice part of that sentence. And I get the impression that's not happening. He likes our community. He likes being a knitter in the community, and thank you. Wait. What's up? Thank you. Stay. We love you. We adore you. Don't go anywhere. He's an innovator, and you know this. I don't care if I sound like a fangirl. I am, but I'm not like afraid to talk to him. I would chill with him in a second. Anyway, this has gone off the rails. Every book of his is like its own vibe. This is one of the best though. This is Westness Best Knits #1 shawls. And there are so many of his classic patterns in here. This is the Vertices Unite. This book has Exploration Station, Dotted Rays. That's another classic. Like one of his, he even says that's one of his favorites. The Doodler, Vertices Unite, Striped Bolting, Starburst, Color Craving, Excuse Me Shawl. I've knit like 3 Excuse Me shawls. Knit and Slide, Garter Breeze, Boardwalk, Holy Chevrons, Brioche Chevron Wrap, Abbreviations. He knit a shawl called Abbreviations. Just kidding, that's a thing that's in books. Exploration Station. And it's the photography. I mean, he elevated the game when it comes to photography and styling, makeup, dotted rays. That's the solid one. I really like the scrappy one. One day, a scrappy, here's the scrappy one. A scrappy dotted rays is in my future. Right? Yes is the only, here's another one. How many? Was that too fast? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm taking too much time, but that's ridiculous. Okay, let's move on to the one I'm gonna do. And if you've been living under a rock, then you have missed it. I'm sorry if that was rude. That's the one. There's two sizes, and here's my take. The large is ginormous and the small is tiny, and that ain't great for me. I don't really want a shawl that is 6 feet long. Is it 6 feet long? Finished measurements, 52 inches. I can't read this. 52 parentheses 100 inches. 132, 254. So one of those is inches and one of those is centimeters. The smaller number must be inches. 52 or 132? Okay, I don't know. I just know that one is tiny and one is huge. And here's that small one. I love the optical illusion of like, that is he created in this project. This is so good. So I noticed some people on Ravelry did a medium. And I'm gonna, if you go to Ravelry, if you can access Ravelry, search Espastrico, E-S-P-A-C-E space T-R-I-C-O-T, and you will find notes for the medium version. I'm gonna do that. I hope I don't mess it up. Stripe bolting. So I'm casting that on as soon as I can get the yarn wound. I'm gonna show you what I've got selected. But before I go, I just wanna show you something else in here. God, this picture. Look at this picture. Color craving. Get it, Steven. I love him. And this is like baby Steven. He's kind of young. Some of his later books have such a different vibe in them. Knit and slide, I don't think I will ever do. The bind off, it's cute, but I've heard, see that edging? The bind off will take you just as long as the entire shawl. That's my guess on that. But some of these shawls are just a little simpler, a little more straightforward. Some of his later shawls are more bananas. Yeah, there's just a lot of garter striped things in here. Okay, let's put the book down. It's just candy. It's very inspiring. Yeah, if you're looking for more kind of simpler Stephen West, this would be a good starting place. That's the Excuse Me shawl. It's great. It's great. Obviously, I think that. Have you caught on? Okay, let's set the book down. Here are the colors I chose. Will I change my mind? I hope not. I'd like to just wind on and go. But I didn't go with anything too crazy, which is probably good because that'll make it wearable. All right, Life in the Long Grass, single sock. The colorway is Astral. The only reason I'm holding it this way is because it keeps coming off. I've got Plucky Knitter Solo Fingering in the colorway Cold as Ice. Okay, this is Deep Stash, the Sanguine Griffin, Deep Stash, Bugga, Common Emerald Moth. Just do these one at a time for now. Deep Stash, y'all. This does not exist anymore. It's a treasure. Woolen Boone. In Boone Skinny, Ambrosia Salad. And Hedgehog Fibers Sporty Singles in the colorway Ghost. Okay, so here's what we're thinking. We've got 2 lights, 2 darks, and then the pink for the pop, but it's kind of a subtle pop. How do people do this? This is all from my stash. So you stripe a light and a dark, and then a light and a dark, and then certain colors get used by themselves. One color, the E, gets used by itself. I don't know. Hopefully I can just commit. I have commitment issues. Oh my goodness, everything falls. I don't know how you're supposed to hold 5 skeins of yarn. I just don't know. Okay, that is dream knitting. And now I can move on to rabbit hole of shopping. I don't have like a ton of individual arrivals, but one of my arrivals was big. Does that make sense? I have a bag and 3 yarn packages. So it's actually quite reasonable. But I'm gonna save the biggest one for last. It's a new to me company, and it's, I think of it as like a Knit Picks of the North. There's your clue. All right, the bag. This bag company is called Naughty Knitting Sacks. And I had seen other podcasters talk about this bag company, and it kind of cracked me up. And I have a thing sometimes where I'm like late at night and I'm going to bed, and I just like pop onto Etsy. And there was like an update from this company. I'm like, oh, that's a cute bag. It was Pride themed. Rainbow plaid, kind of. Would you call this a plaid? I do. It's cute, and it's bigger than I thought. I mean, I'm sure the dimensions were listed, but I don't think that way. I just was like, cute, click. It's very thick. Holy mama, this bag is a thick canvas kind of. It's got a drawstring, which honestly is a little bit like, I'm not strong enough to open this bag. It's a little bit intense. Now, the word naughty, not everything in their shop is naughty. Some things are, some things aren't. This one, I'm just picking up the yarn that's on the floor because that's gonna drive me bonkers. This one is, and I'm just gonna do a quick flash. So close your eyes if you don't wanna see a ink drawing of a chest, a naked chest, different styles of chest. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just gonna do it quick because I don't want to get like banned. I don't know where this fabric came from. Okay, you can look again. I'm not gonna show it anymore. But what's cool, I mean, in addition to just that it's a drawing, is that there's many different styles, including like mastectomy kind of. Anyway, it makes me smile. I like it. All right, what's inside the bag? There are 2 different companies. This was on sale. Look, if it's on sale, I'm interested. Let's be honest. And this is summer colorways. This is all To The Max Yarn Company from Canada. And I often don't buy Canadian things, even though the exchange rate is good for America, the shipping is bad. I don't know what's up with Canada Post, but y'all shipping is prohibitive. It'll be like double. It's sort of like buying stuff from Europe or Australia or whatever. You just double the cost of whatever you're buying. And it's probably the same for people outside of America. Maybe we have the same exact problem. And I get it. I mean, we're dependent on fossil fuels still, so there's no good way to travel. And anything that has to go on a boat, forget it. The ports are so backed up. That's why I had to Google why is IKEA out of everything. There's a thing I want from IKEA that has been out of stock for so long, and I went down another rabbit hole of like why, and it was actually quite fascinating read that the ports are very, very backed up. Their boats just sitting in the water for like a month, like unable to unload. Anyway, thanks COVID. These are from To The Max Yarn Company, and they had this sale that was like you get free shipping, so I went for it. And of course, if I had just bought one more skein, I probably would have had free shipping anyway. I want to support them, and I love them, and these are just these colors. These are not my usual colors, but I think they'll be good for my stash enhancement. And I was also thinking originally that I would use these for the beach party socks as like the contrasting color, but they came too late, so I made it work. But they still could be, there's still going to be something. Can you even? DK weight yarn, highlight up my life, lollipop, rosy cheeks. I think so. These are good. To The Max is killing it. There are so many good colorways. I'll link them below. So much good happening over there. It's like my new favorite yarn company ever. I don't know about ever. That's scary. I don't like big words like that. Okay, next party in a bag. I had been stalking this. Now this is something I feel a little bad about. I had been stalking this for a long time, and I even wrote to Christina. I was like, when are these gonna be listed? I've been stalking your website for weeks. And she's like, I'm so sorry, Friday. Do you want me to take pictures for you? Like, no, I'm sorry I bothered you. I felt so annoying, but I could relax until then finally I knew when the update was happening. By the way, I have 2 different color skin tones. For years, they would say like, when you're testing out makeups, put them on your hand and then you could see if it'll look good on your face. And for years I did that and they never looked good on my face. It's because my hands are olive toned and my face is like pink. Am I the only one? You seeing that? That's because this is my mom is pink and my dad is olive. Also, shout out to Papa and Tutu. They are the only ones who subscribe and watch and like my channel. So thank you. I love you. See you later. Okay, what am I talking about? Sorry about the crinkling, but I had to keep it in this bag because how cute is the packaging? I'm a big dork. I love good packaging. I had to choose. There were so many really cute sock lengths and they were selling out. Like, it was one of those hurry, 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 which I don't like. I like to take my time, but I'm happy for the success of Chelsea Bucks. All right, stash. And it's always cute when you get stash tea. I mean, any tea is good tea, but like stash tea is extra cute because you're enhancing your stash. And any tea that's like a black tea will still get probably, because I have other people in my household. So I got organic breakfast blend, I got breakfast in Paris, which I would like to experience at some point. I was in Paris when I was like, how old was I? I don't even know, 18, 19? I have a couple of cute pictures that I gotta dig out. I would like to experience that again in life. Fusion, green and white. My favorite things about being in Paris at the time was just walking around, looking at all the people and buildings and just the art. Oh, we spent a lot. I went with a girlfriend and we just spent so much time in the museums looking at art and eating and looking at art. She was really into taking pictures and I was really into looking at art. And so we both did what we wanted. And then, oh, it was just great. We ate a lot of cherries and other things from the markets, and we met people, and it was so fun. Okay, let's get to the yarn. Oh, sorry, I should have do not disturb. Okay, here we go. 2 sock lengths. As you know, you don't know. I love when people say that. As you all know, like that's a bit much. Nobody knows unless you've watched previous episodes, which, as I said, only Papa and Tutu have, so. And even they probably don't remember. So here we go. I love sock lengths. No offense, I just, who pays that close attention? That's all I mean. It's not any other statement other than that. Sock blanks. Okay, there's little papers. Okay. I just went with 2 completely different colorways. Okay. I love sock blanks. These are Chelsea Lux hand dyed, refined local yarn, Red Bank, New Jersey, established 2012. We've got 75-25 superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. This is a glitter one. 438 yards. Oh. And this one is 80-20 superwash and 20% nylon. So glitter, not glitter. Dude, we don't like a limp floppy. Come on. Give the people what they want. Love it. Oh, these are so good. And if you've never worked with a sock blank before, you should. You just pull and unravel and knit with it. It's that simple. Same with those tubes. You can cut them and make them into socks, or you can unravel and knit with them and whatever you want. But I don't know if these are singles or doubles, but I'll find out. A single is just a long one, and a double is like double, so you can make matching. And they're just the colors. I mean, lots and lots of, I think these are fun for dyers to do, so I'm not sure why they don't do it more often. They're like canvases. Are you getting this? So good. All right. Now, here's the last of it. I'm sorry, this is long. I hope you don't mind. You can always pause and come back. Please. I like you. I like you just the way you are. All right, Instagram. Ads. I get ads, and 9 times out of 10, they're right up my alley. Well done. And I often purchase from the ads, and they know it. So yeah, I had been repeatedly seeing ads for a company called Hobby Yarns, Hobbii. Do you know about this? Okay, this is the bag that I got. They served me so many ads that, in fact, after I made my purchase, a couple days later, I saw another ad for a completely different product that I didn't know that they carried. It was a bag that was almost like a tool bag. It was utilitarian looking, not like a froofy, cute bag with doodles of a chest. It was like, almost like a, I don't know, does Carhartt make tool bags? They might. It was almost like that kind of vibe. It was like a canvas, sturdy, gray, pouchy. And so I clicked and went through it, and I made another purchase before this one even came in. So, yeah, this one came in. Here's some fun things about them that I've learned. They do point system, and you earn all these points, and I don't know what you spend your points on yet. I'm still new. They come from Denmark, and the prices are low, and they've got a vibe of sort of like a Knit Picks of Denmark. That's what I'm thinking of them as. They seem very customer service friendly. I haven't had a need for it. They have tons of reviews. They're all over, they're on Ravelry, and you can see projects and reviews there, but also on their own website, there's lots of reviews and photos there because you get points if you review your product and post photos. So people are incentivized to do that. One of the things I like is they have these grab bags that go in and out of stock, I noticed. In this, I do have one grab bag I purchased. And on the second order I purchased another grab bag. Okay, let's get right to it. First, here are the things I ordered because I was interested in them to try. These are all new things to me, obviously. I've never worked with this company before. Let's find out. This is called Dolce Sock Wool. Oh, and I also will tell you the prices because I would like for you to understand what we're working with here. And I'm a little bit concerned because now I had done all of that on my phone and now I'm doing it on my iPad. So they're gonna really know. Welcome back. Why don't you know my password? Don't you share? I'm surprised. I always thought everything shared with everything. Maybe that's good. What's my password? Oy vey. I almost said it out loud as I typed it, out loud as I typed it. I am getting too old for this. That's not my password. Oh. Okay, well, let's not do that. I'll just look it up. Dolce Sock Wool. Search. Dolce Sock Wool. Oh, there's several Dolce Sock Wools. Great. They have a Dolce Cashmere, Dolce Sock Wool Dots, Dolce Cashmere Wonder Bag, Dolce Sock Wool Stripes. It's that one. Okay. Sorry. This website is a slippery slope. Okay, this yarn is $14.99 US. They also do a thing, you guys, if you buy multiples, you get discounts. So like if you're buying sweater quantity, it starts going down. If you buy 3 of these, the price is now $12.59. If you buy 5, $11.39. If you buy 7, $8.99 a ball. Hello. So this is great if you have a friend and you want to go in. They also have free shipping at a certain price. Free shipping at $75. Sorry. Okay, what's the makeup of this yarn? 100 grams, 420 meters, 455 yards, 59 yards. It is also 75-25, superwash wool, 25%, polyamide. I guess that's some kind of nylon. Okay, it says that you can machine wash it, but you know, it's up to you. Here's the deal. It's gorgeous. This is the color I got is the gray. They call it color 5. I know. And I could show you, they only have 2 colors left though. It says this yarn is being discontinued. Oh, whoops. There's only 2 colors left. the gray, which I got. And the green, color 3, which is also super nice. Those are the only 2 colors left of that yarn. They have lots of sock yarns though, so don't despair. All right, the next thing I bought, I don't know what I was thinking, except that I really was curious about it. Oh, this is called Winter Glow. Let me pull this up. Winter Glow. I really like having a iPad available to show you. Oh, you guys. Okay, Winter Glow. Look at this. Look at this yarn. Okay, what's the deal? 51% wool, 49% acrylic. Again, kind of trying not to be too bougie. I got some acrylic going, but you know what? It's awesome. What are the stats? It's a worsted weight yarn. It's 200 grams in one ball. 700 meters, 766 yards. Say what? That's a lot. That's a lot. It comes in a ton of colors. This color I got is color 16. Yeah, yeah it is. Which they call black, copper, purple, rose. So I guess you could say all those colors are in there. It does come in some other really nice colors. I'll just show you a couple other colors for fun that are in a different, let's see what they say. An unbelievably beautiful wool blend with an amazing depth of color and extraordinary glow. It's produced at an Italian spinnery that makes color combinations that are out of this world. It has a loosely spun structure with a slight variation in thickness and it's easy to work with. It does have a slight thick, thin quality to it. I would say not like drastic, but it's there for sure. And it's a little bit like a single, it's twisted, but it's not really plied. I love it already, haven't used it. Grain of salt, haven't used it. All right, let's pick like a bright color to show. Oh, look at that. I think one of their popular colors, well, shoot, I'm just talking. Let's show you kind of a neutral. That's nice. That is color 9, gray, charcoal, blue, white. And because I used to work in a yarn store and I know that everybody loves blue, I will show you one of their many blues. Right? That is teal, blue, emerald, turquoise, color 13. And this one I think is really popular, color 8. It is called Electric Blue, Purple, Dark Navy. Let's show you a completely different kind of color though. Something light maybe? A light, a dark, and a blue. I don't know. I don't know what you want to see. This looks interesting. Number 26. I like that one. I like them all. Gold, olive, gray, blue, cream. All right, let's move on because they have too many to show all of them. All right. This next yarn, I'm kind of surprised they're calling it a sock yarn, and I'll tell you why in a second. Magic Sock Wool. Magic Sock Wool. This is the yarn. It's very cute. Happy Sheep. Magic's, it's 70% superwash wool, 30% nylon. Here's the deal. It is not plied. So the makeup is good. It's got a lot of nylon, but it's not plied, which makes me a little nervous about using it for socks. They suggest socks. I might not do socks though. It might be good for something else. Let's see what they say. It has the loveliest gradual color changes. But they do recommend shawls, scarves, hats, etc. It's a single thread yarn, yeah. By the way, they have tons of free patterns on this website, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. The color I have is color number, oof, it's inside the ball, 11. So let's see what that beautiful, well, they don't have it knit up. Okay, whatevs. Let me show you some other, just for funsies, you gotta see some of these other colors. We love a rainbow here in this house. That is color 1. They just started color 1, rainbow. Here's color 13, also kind of a rainbow. You know you want it, rainbow. Full spectrum art party includes all the colors. Yes, it does. Ooh, 14. I don't know, whoever is doing their colors gets it, I think. They just get it. Do they have a good neutral? Oh dear. That's color 26. Just looking for like a gray brown color because I know somebody out there wants to see a neutral. Again, I have one viewer, but that is color 15. All right, let's move on. The next yarn I got, there's only one more in the bag, so calm down. This is called Dahlia, 100% cotton. You just look at that while I look it up. All right, the yarn is called Dahlia. I want to go to there. Okay, this is 100% cotton, 200 grams, 800 meters, 874 yards. It's a fingering weight yarn. No, it's a sport weight yarn, give or take. Machine washable if you want. This is color 9. Yellow Symphony. I don't see any yellow in that. It's like a rose gold that got burnt in the campfire. Yeah, dude. Love it. I crocheted a shawl out of a similar yarn from a completely different company. One day maybe I'll show it. And I thought it would be fun to have some more similar yarn. It just does that gradual color change. And the edging will be just this nice burnt color. Toasty. Cute. Maybe I'll show you a little bit more of their offerings. Here. That'll save me some time. They're styling. That way I don't have to necessarily click through every picture. You can get an idea. I think I got the best one, TBH, to be honest. But you get the idea. Okay. That one's kind of cute. Very summery, summer rainbow. Pastel rainbow. That's not a, I'm sorry, I didn't do it right. And, ooh. You can figure it out yourself. I'm a junkie. Okay, here's the last one. This is, I don't know, I went down some kind of rabbit hole with this. This was because I am interested in the Crafty Jackalope hat with the sparkles, and I was gonna buy a kit, and then, but I was on this website and I fell down this rabbit hole. Party Deluxe. It's like a thread with sequins on it, and I still think that I should buy the kit, but you hold a strand of this crazy yarn and you hold it with another yarn and you gotta have a bling hat. I'm not a very bling person, and yet, so that's why I bought gray. It comes in a ton of colors. I forgot to tell you the prices of these yarns. Okay, this yarn is $9.49. It's a splurge. But you do get, it'll last basically a lifetime, I think. It's 50 grams, 273 yards. I don't know. I don't care. It's great. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. The Dahlia was $12.20. The Magic Sock Wool was $10.49 for 100 grams, 437 yards. The Winter Glow, this honk, which is 200 grams of yarn, 766 yards, that was $25.49. And it's not cheap, but it's not expensive for how much yarn you get. And this, and I already told you this was $14.99 for 459 yards. Okay, we good? And then they threw in for free cables things. They call them cable stitch holders. I think you can use them as stitch holders. They're cable needles. I don't know. Thought that was nice. And then the last thing I got, I consider it a separate thing because I don't even know what to, it was a mystery pack. Okay. Mystery. What do they call this thing? All right. Lucky bag. They call it a lucky bag. All right, you can get a lucky bag of acrylic, cotton, or wool. They also have a giant, wow. Here are your lucky bag options. They have a 500-gram lucky bag of acrylic, which is what I bought for $14.99. Dang, all of this yarn was $14.99. I'm about to show you. That was a good deal. Lucky bag of cotton of 20 skeins for $27. 20 skeins for $27, that's a good deal. They have a lucky bag of wool, 500 grams for $24.99. That's currently sold out. Then they have something just called Lucky Bag, 1 kilogram, about a little over 2 pounds for $30. That's sold out. They have a sock yarn goodie bag, 10 balls for $80. It's a good price, that's sold out. They have a few others. They have one Lucky Bag cake yarn, 4 cakes for $40. That's available, but I'm not interested in that right now. I'm a little overwhelmed. Let's just get to it. Okay, this was the good deal, Century. $15 for this. Boom. Some of this I'm actually gonna donate. I already opened it and I was like, I can't use all of this. I also got a candy, which I'm sure there's a child in this house who will eat. Okay, first thing is this. I've never heard of this, obviously. Amigo. It's acrylic yarn, bulky, 150 grams, 100 yards. It's super soft. It's that Eco-Tex grade color 4, but it's a good color. It's nice and neutral. It's not squeaky or crunchy at all. It's crazy soft. And according to the label, you can wash it and dry it. I don't know what to do with it, but I like it. And I think I can make you maybe a hat or something. I think I can make use of this. It's definitely next to Skin Soft. Boom. All right, number 2, this is one I don't know what to do with, and I'll probably give it away. It's cute, but I don't understand it. It's called Twist, Go Handmade Twist, a lightweight, soft, warm yarn with a wool-like feeling. It is acrylic. It is 50 grams, 90 meters. Again, washable, light beige, made in Denmark. It's just, I'll donate it because I don't know what to do with it. It's good color, neutral again. Okay, next. This is interesting yarn. This is called Soft Starlight. It has, check this out. 86% premium acrylic, 14% reflective yarn. This is that yarn that at night it reflects. It will reflect. It's safety yarn, which is fascinating. I got 2 balls of it in my pack. So it's enough to make something, like a hat or something, I don't know. So it's a safety thing, and it's a good neutral color, gray. I appreciate that. It's color 5. Here's the problem. The yarn is super soft. The thread, you can feel the thread. The thread is not super soft. But I think when it's knitted up, it might be fine. So I don't know, I'm intrigued. I've never knit with reflective yarn before, so that's interesting. There's more. Guys, this is a score. I got 2 skeins of this mohair yarn. It's kind of cute. Diablo print. Diablo. 30% mohair, 30% nylon, 40% acrylic, and this great color, color 3. It's like I love that orange, but it also does this subtle color change. It's cute. I'm seeing something there. What is that? That's where like they changed your color, that little blip. Pulled it off. Not today. It's the motto of my life now. Not today. Reminds me of that The Nation book. Does not happen. That book was inspiring to me. I don't know. I'm vibing with this yarn. I'm going to use it for sure. I don't know what, but I got 2 of them. They're 50 grams. No, 25 grams, but together I have 50 grams. And it's 246 yards each. So this is plenty. And it's super, super soft. And the fact is it's only 30% mohair. So if you have a mohair issue, it's not bad. You guys, this was also a score, and I love the color. I want more of these lucky bags. And here's the last yarn that was in there. You seeing this? What's going on here? One of the yarns touched me. Oh my gosh, this is over an hour. What? This is and I know why. Finally, I know why this is in there. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas yarn and it's June. Who cares? It's just the label. They could have put another label on it and you would never know. This is called Christmas Universe. Christmas Universe. It's cute. 98% acrylic, 2% polyester. Again, I love that. It's 98% acrylic, 2% polyester. I know there's a difference, but and again, this is one of those yarns where I'm guessing that the green sparkly part is the polyester or something. I love the colors. It didn't need the sparkly. I think without the sparkly, it would have been better in a way, because the yarn itself you could feel is super soft. The sparkly thread is less soft. But I'm not sure if that's an issue when it's knitted or not. I should look up and see if there's any projects. What weight is this yarn? Looking at it, it's like a fingering, but let's see what they say. 100 grams, 500 yards. It's like a light fingering. Yeah, interesting. But they recommend a 3 to 4 needle, a US 3 to 4 needle, 3 to 3.5 millimeter. Interesting. Don't know what to do with that, but it's, if I'm gonna keep that or not. I also wanted to show you one of the patterns, if I can find it, that I kept I haven't had a chance to really do a deep dive on their patterns yet. I might not be able to find it now, so I may not spend a lot of time looking for it because I know we're really, oh, there it is. All right, I'll show you. Something about it kind of struck me as cute, and it's crochet, and I'd been looking for a crochet pattern. Oh, why? I can't tell you why. I would use it with a different, probably colored yarn. Well said. But I think that could be fun to make. They call this cowl the Winter Glow Cowl, and it's on their website, and it's free. It was recommended with the Winter Glow yarn that I bought, and that's why I was thinking with that black yarn, it could be cool, more subtle. More subtle. They recommend, yeah. So I like this. Wow. Related. I'm not sure their algorithm is up to scratch. Do you want to know why I said that? Related products. Related products? Really? Nothing against these patches. Nothing against the patches. I'm not sure they're related though. It's just an algorithm thing. Anyway, I just did a lot of free advertising for a lot of companies. You're welcome. I get nothing other than the joy of enabling. Is that gross? I guess that's the question for the week. Am I gross? That is not the question of the week. Don't answer that. I am not gross. That was something that came up this week. I'm gonna leave you with this because it's long. Sorry. I guess when I skip a week, it ends up long. Maybe I shouldn't skip a week. I got into a thing on Insta. I don't know. I have to be careful. Sometimes I innocently wander into an Instagram thread and then yeah, good intentions. Yeah, but I've decided to just love myself no matter what. This is what happens when you get old. You have to you can be cranky or you can just love yourself no matter what. And that means, you know, you have to just love all of yourself, like the things you can't change. And you don't know, I don't know where certain parts of me begin and certain parts of me end. And so I just love all of it. And this is like radical self-acceptance. So if I'm gross, then I love the gross parts of myself. That's really not the way I wanted to end this. Have a great week. Enjoy your June gloom. That's what I'm trying to do. And I will see you soon. Join some knit-alongs if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. Anything you have questions on, they'll be in the description box.